Bit of a different video today. If you have a job and you want to grow long hair, how do you do it? Because especially if you're in a job where you have to wear a suit or a specific uniform, there's going to be this stage known as the awkward stage where you can't tie your hair up, you can't wear a hat because you're working. So what do you do? And it can be annoying to think about having to put loads of products in your hair every morning and to like restrain your hair, maybe use several hair bands, hair ties, hair clips, all kinds of things just to look presentable at your job. So how do you do it? Well, I'm going to explain how to do that. But firstly, if you are interested in learning how to take your passion or your hobby or your interest and turn it into a passive income business so you don't need a job, I'm actually going to share all my secrets. This is very, very different to the vast majority of online courses and things about how to make money online. Most of them are absolute nonsense. This is very different. I wanted to change that. So I'm sharing all my secrets pretty much. Click the link in the description to find out more about that. But for now, let's just get into it. So of course, when you have a job, especially if it's a customer facing one where you're kind of in front of house, let's say a waiter or something involving where you have to interact with customers, you have to be presentable. It can be difficult. So I'm going to give you 2, maybe 3 options here. The first option, restrain your hair. So you can use things like hair ties, hair clips, multiple ones. You can use products like wax or gel to kind of hold your hair back. And the only downside with that, if you use a lot of product, is that you're going to need to wash your hair more often. Ideally, you should be washing out the product every day or 2, which goes against my advice for growing long hair, which is to wash your hair twice a month. A lot less often than if you washed it every day. Option 2, look at negotiating either changing your job to be one where you don't have to face customers and you don't have to look as presentable, or negotiate your position to be working less around customers. Let's say if you are a waiter, maybe negotiate to be more back of house where it matters less. You can wear a hat, for example. You can restrain your hair in more effective ways. And option 3, in my opinion, the best option is this. If you're working a job that you don't like, now would be the time to look at quitting that job. I've made other videos about this, but we've seen in the last 2 years, basically, the economy is in a bit of chaos. They're printing billions of dollars, and the result of that is that the currency is worth less. So unless you're getting a 30% raise every single year, you're barely keeping up with inflation, and you're going to be in trouble in about 5 years' time. So now is the time to start preparing for that and to start building your own income. In my opinion, that's what I teach on this channel, among other things. But more specifically, if you don't enjoy the job, if you are going there and you don't enjoy it, it's taking away your energy, you're not really giving and expressing the best version of yourself, then at least consider looking at other options, because there are many other options. And if this last few years has taught us anything, it's that the vast majority of jobs can be done from home. They can be done remotely. You don't need to be going into the office or into the workspace for the vast majority of jobs. So let's take that one step further. What does that mean? Well, that means that if you can do it from home, you can do it from home for yourself. And a lot of people don't realize this. If you're doing your job from home, in the vast majority of cases, obviously there's exceptions, okay? Not every job can be done from home or for yourself. But the vast majority of cases, you could do that for yourself if you owned the business. If you opened a small business, worked for yourself, you could be doing the same thing for yourself, but getting paid 3 or 4 times as much, and also deciding when you work. So that's the first step. The second step would be to actually work for yourself and also stop trading your time for money. So create a product or something that can be replicated, and then instead of trading your time for money, you're going to trade your value for money. So you can make a course once, you spend a weekend or a week filming a course, and then you can sell that course for life. And once you've made it, you don't need to physically be there to try and sell it on the phone or whatever. People can just come to the page and decide if they want to buy it, and then you make the sale regardless of whether you could even be asleep and you would make the sale. So that's, in my opinion, the best option, because that way, who cares what your hair is doing? You can grow your hair, as long as you want, and in as many different ways as you want. And that's, personally, that's what I did. So if you want to learn how to do that, I do have a kind of a video showing you how. The link's in the description. It shows you how to take any passion or any hobby that you might have and turn it into a passive income business. And yeah, so check it out and let me know what you think about this hair tip kind of video.